One of my favorite Checka Pro members is Cody Johnson from Garage Door Doctor, and we have him here on the program today. Cody, how are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you for having me here.
Hey, it is great to have you here. Hey, the weather's getting cooler, and in Houston, Texas, cooler can mean 20s, 30s, and that's cold for us here in the greater Houston area. But we're used to the warmer temperatures. How do we care for our garage doors in the winter versus the summer? Is there a difference?
Well, we want to care for our garage doors at all times. But during the winter time, a lot of times, you know, you'll see those gaps along the side of the door underneath, and we would keep that cold air out. So we could put some nice vinyl trim on the outside to seal the door off. We can put new bottom rubber to keep the rodents out,
Mm.
and seal it off. Also, the doors run stiffer during summertime because it's colder. Everything's contracted, right? The springs are bursting all the time. When you go from, like in Houston, we'll go from 90 degrees and then a cold front snap comes in and it's 45, like that. And in those scenarios, those springs, they snap in those changes of weather, that rapid change of weather. We do see that during summertime too with the thunderstorms, right? 120 and then 70, because that quick contraction or a quick cooler air kind of just snaps the springs.
Yeah.
So, but a lot of times on the springs, we can tell those things are at the end of its lifespan by weighing the door. So when we come out and do a tune-up, we can lubricate the door, get the door running smooth, adjust the tracks, make sure it's not too tight to the opening, and so that way it's not getting stuck. We can put some nice vinyl trim on and some bottom rubber, but then we'll weigh the door as part of our 29-point safety inspection. And if the door, the door should weigh less than 5 pounds. A lot of times we're coming out to houses that weigh 20, 30, 40. We had one that was 125 pounds. The previous company that just put the safety forces full blast, and it was working, right? It was working. We tried to lift the door up. We couldn't lift it. And we weighed the door. We showed the client, and the springs were that weak. And a lot of times that means the springs are at the end of its life cycle. And a lot of times when that cold snap comes in, it'll just burst that spring. So those are the things that we can provide for you. And then, and make everything run good. And we'll just do an annual tune-up.
Yeah. There is that extreme change in temperature in this part of the country. It could literally be 78 degrees during the day and then go down to 32 degrees or even 28 degrees at night. And when we have those changes, it really affects the spring more than the other components. Is that because it's under such tension?
Yeah, absolutely. It's under extreme tension. When the door is down, like most people don't understand, the garage door weighs 145 pounds to 300. The heaviest one we've seen in the field this year, we've now surpassed 1,000. We had 1,025-pound door that we saw, a fancy wood overlay door. And but when you lift the door up, it shouldn't feel like that. It should feel like 5 pounds or less. So that way, when the door is down, it's a counterbalance system, and it's under full tension when the door is down. So when that cold snap comes, or where you go from 78 in the afternoon, and then overnight when we're asleep, it goes to 30 degrees or 40 degrees. A lot of times you might hear a loud crashing noise or a gunshot, a shotgun noise almost. And a lot of times let's hope that's your spring and not something else. If not, call the cops. So, but a lot of times that's the spring that snaps because it's under full tension. It's metal fatigue. It's not your fault. It is usage and time.
Yeah, only so many cycles up and down, and it depends. But you guys actually do provide a spring to customers that can last longer than the average.
Oh, absolutely. We'll for most clients and most doors, we have several different lifespan springs, 10,000 cycle, 20,000 cycle, and even our max life springs, which is proprietary to us, 80,000 cycles or more. And we guarantee it for life on those. So,
yeah, that's awesome. Hey, Cody, as always, thank you so much for joining me on the program.
Well, thank you.